Welcome back to the Crux, coming to you live from Channel Television Studios here in Abuja. I have with me a distinguished panel that will be discussing the issue of metering, and I'd like to introduce them now. I'd like to start by introducing Dr. Jamil Gwamna, the MD, Kano Disco. Sir, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Next to him is Mrs. Chantel Oluwabumi Abdul. She is the MD of Mojek International Limited. They manufacture meters. Ma'am, welcome to the Crux.
Thank you.
Sitting next to her is Mr. Robert Dickerman. He's the MD of the Enugu Disco. Sir, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And last but not the least is Mr. Kola Balogun, the MD of Momas Electricity Meters Company. The name is self-explanatory. We know what they do. Now, before we get a proper conversation going, I think it's right that I give you all an opportunity, maybe 2-3 minutes, to tell us a little bit about your companies and what you do as a way of sort of introducing yourselves and also the subject matter of metering. Perhaps we could start from the person closest to me and make our way down. It's just sort of easier.
We can start with the manufacturers first.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we could start with the manufacturers. Maybe with Mrs. Abdul.
Good evening, moderator, and the audience. Thank you very much for having us. My name is Chantal Abdul, and I'm the managing director of Mojek International. Mojek also has a subsidiary, which is a Mojek Meter Company, and we're located in Lagos. We're probably the only actually meter manufacturer in the Lagos axis. Our meter factory has an installed capacity to produce about 1 million meters annually. So on a monthly basis, we can do or produce about 100,000 meters into the Nigerian electricity metering sector. We have a capacity of about, at full capacity, I can do about 1,000 workers, at the factory, but at the moment, we have an operating capacity of probably about 30–40%. Now, I must say that has grown over the years. At the onset or at the beginning of the market, we were probably doing about 10–15%. Now, I can say happily, due to, of course, changes in the sector, largely due to the minister and some of the collective efforts of meter manufacturers in Nigeria, we are seeing more uptake, and we are now at probably about 50% capacity. My take on all, pardon me, well, I probably just wanted to add this much as well, that we employ purely Nigerians, Nigerian youth, and I'm also very proud to say that we have a mix of male and female technicians who work with us, both as electricians and, of course, pardon me, as what are they? They are in both installation and, of course, at the factory side as well. We have a mix of male and female who work with us. Last but not least, one of the things that we pride ourselves with is the fact that our meters have a 10-year warranty, and we are absolutely proud of the fact that this is a Nigerian-made meter, Nigerian-designed meter, being made in Nigeria and being consumed by Nigerians to the Nigerian utilities.
Thank you very much. Sir, could you tell us a little bit about your company and what you do? No, let's do the manufacturers, and then we can go to the discos.
Okay. Well, my name is Bob Dickerman, and is that, okay. You want to start with the manufacturers?
Yes.
Oh, please, go ahead.
Thank you, moderator.
Okay.
My name is Engineer Kola Balogun. I'm the Chief Executive of Momas Electricity Meter Manufacturing Company. Period to manufacturing, we've been a supplier of electricity meters for almost 2 decades because of the error in the downstream collection efficiency. It was born out of the fact that there was no proper collection mechanism during the old days of PACN. So we introduced the idea of prepayment into the sectors in order to bridge the gap of collections. Having done that for quite sometimes we now embark into manufacturing and also development of software, because one of the major challenges facing the sector there was collection platform, which is a billing application and management application for prepayment meter and postpaid meters. So we developed a billing application. In the past, they used to import billing application, which is AVR and Spectrum. So we're able to develop a locally made billing application and management application for prepaid and postpaid. We now design a very good meter for the sector, and we've been rolling out for quite some time, and we have a very large install capacity, but the fact that the sector is still shadowed with a lot of issues concerning finances, so we could not have a uniform rollout to all the discos. So, but in terms of install capacity, we have more than enough install capacity to actually meet the consumer demand, and also all the services that is required in the metering downstream to meter the consumers. We have been facing issues surrounding the of recent, facing the foreign exchange and lack of the fact that
the minister alluded to that, and I'm sure part of the conversation is going to be around financing and funding. So let me just quickly bring in the discourse, because I'd like to get the conversation going. Mr. Deckerman, tell us a little bit about yourself, but also Enugu Disco and some of the issues that you face.
Very good. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Bob Dickerman. I'm the Managing Director and CEO of Enugu Electricity Distribution Company, and we are one of the 11 companies, distribution companies, that were privatized in 2013. Our company represents the southeastern states. And I have to say that from the perspective of an investor and the management of a privatized distribution company, there really is no issue that is more important to us than being able to meter all of our customers for a few reasons. So this is a very fortunate opportunity for us to have the ability to tell this story. We know, first of all, that the customers are very frustrated by the lack of meters, and there has been a lot of suspicion in the marketplace, and much of that still remains about estimated bills and about the fairness of the estimated bills and the billing procedures as well. But in addition to that, the Nigerian people have become accustomed to prepayment. They're not afraid of it because of the way the cellular industry has developed so successfully in this country. And so the idea of prepayment meters seems like a very fair program to them. From the perspective of the industry, in addition to that, metered customers tend to be more confident, they tend to be more comfortable, they have a higher degree of satisfaction, and they pay a higher percentage of their bills. So as a privatized company, we have every incentive to provide meters to all of our customers. Doing that is not always a simple business. It involves, first of all, a comprehensive enumeration and identifying who these customers are. Some of them are, frankly, hidden from our systems. But we know what the task at hand for the industry. There are about 3.3 million meters that are installed in Nigeria, and the gap that has been identified by the regulator is about 2.9 million meters. So we know that we need a total of at least 6.2 million meters in the system. And our job is to overcome the constraints and the challenges that we face with our customers to try and finance, to pay for, to install with integrity all of those 6.2 million meters.
Dr. Jabil Gwamna?
Thank you very much. In line with what my colleague has said, my name is Dr. Jamil Gwamna. I'm the MD CEO of Kano Electricity Distribution Company. Now, Kano Electricity area of operation comprises Katsina State, Jigawa State, and Kano State. And I think we're one of the areas that has the largest population in the country as a distribution company. Now, having said that, we consider that the topic of discussion today, which is principally on metering, it's very, very key. And as my colleague said, it is very important towards increasing our revenue and also ensuring that the customers are satisfied. Because without metering, one, as a discourse, we lose revenue. And secondly, we also lose confidence with our customers. Therefore, it is in our interest to ensure that we meter. For example, our experience in Kano shows that when we started our metering, we have noticed an appreciable amount of increase in terms of our collection. Although this is just the beginning, but we believe that if each and every customer is metered properly, one, the so-called, it's not so-called, but the real liquidity issue in the industry will certainly abate.